welcome. This is Tim with C&D Farms again, back on a Father's Day weekend. So for all your fathers out there, happy Father's Day, and I hope it's been a wonderful day for you. Got a little bit of an update about the farm. Got a few things that's happening. You can kind of see in the background, kind of up in that area right there. Got a few cows on the farm. This is some cows a friend of mine is put on the farm. He needed some space. He done it last year. Kind of took them away during the winter, but then brought them back this time this year. So, but with the construction of the new road, as you can see here, got the road back there in the background. Well, one of the things that the seed, we actually had some rain come through, and that's actually helped me out a little bit. So some of it's a little bit too hard, but it has helped a lot. So we had to do some temporary fencing put up to keep the cows in, because when we put the road in, that kind of messed up the fence at the road, at the state road. So we do have the cows in place now, and as you can see, you may be able to see it behind me, it's a little bit of a temporary fence that runs up through right beside the road. We kind of used T-post, and we used a few wooden posts at the change of directions. A friend of mine that's using this, he's the one that installed this. I didn't have a lot of time to do the install, so that was part of him using the pasture, kind of using a little bit of a barter system. He gets to use the pasture and for just taking care of the fence, and kind of helping with until I kind of get started. So it benefits him with his cows, and it benefits us as far as the keeping the land down. It's grazed. We're able to maintain it, although the grass did get a little higher than we expected, because we did have a lot of rain. So the cows are going to have a lot to eat. So he's not into the 100% grass-fed beef as some folks are. When I plan on getting out here, when I move, that's going to be one of my goals, is to really focus on the grass-fed beef. So we'll see how that works. Been doing a lot of reading, a lot of studying. There's a lot of different YouTube channels out there that really focus on that. Joel Saliston, Polyface Farm, that's probably one of the well-known ones. Greg Judy, Green Pastures Farm, he's really into it. So been reading some of his stuff, but that's kind of the plan. Is what you see behind me here is I'm going to focus on trying to, once I get the house built, once I get out here and moved out here, is I'm going to take a lot of these pastures, especially the ones, the front pasture I call it, and the back pasture, and I'm gonna really focus on the principles that Polyface and Green Pastures Farms really teach, by splitting this up into paddocks, smaller paddocks, and rotational graze our cattle. So we may also put goats in here as well. I'm not sure about sheep. Maybe something I've tried. I've been watching Green Pastures Farms, and he's really into sheep, but I really kind of like the goats. So may do the goats. I'm definitely going to do the goats around the house. So, but that's enough about this. Don't really have much to show this week. Just wanted to kind of continue my videos, trying to get something out each week. Last week, if you saw the video, we had a little bit of a vacation, kind of got away. It's kind of the first trip we've had this year to get away from the area, and kind of went to a campground. So I decided to do a review on that campsite. So check that video out. I'll try to put a link to that one as well, and somewhere in the video up top here, we'll try to do a link to that. So if you're into camping, most farmers, this time of year, they not really into that. But if you are, check out, and you live in the Virginia area, North Carolina area, check out that review. You may want to go to that campsite. So to kind of finish out, we're going to have like a short video again this week. We are looking. I've sent my plans off to an additional contractor to get a review of the plans, and to also kind of give me a preliminary price. Still haven't gotten the price back from the original contractor, although I expected it this week, but I haven't seen it as of today, this Sunday afternoon. So I haven't seen it as of today. So hopefully that'll come in. Either way, some of the plans that we've got, start talking with the financial institutions tomorrow. I'm going to send the blueprints off. They've already got, when we'll have to send off the appraisal for the land, and we'll start that process. So hopefully we can do a contractor's loan, because in kind of trying to change or trying to keep my debt down to a manageable level, this will be kind of a temporary loan until we sell the current house that we're in, and then once we're finished, we'll have we'll have a little bit of a loan that we'll have to manage with the farm and the house. But hopefully after the sale of the other property and the house, it'll be very minimal, and we can focus our attention on the farm. So that's the goal. For the ones that may have been following this video or have been following my channel, I grew up as a child. So if you remember, I grew up as a child on a farm or around farm life, cows, tobacco, and then I kind of got completely out of it. My job or my career path has been public safety, pretty much since I was in my early 20s. And that's kind of what I've been doing. But now I really want to get back, for some reason, I just really want to get back to that farm life, farm roots. I'm still staying in public safety, but I'm trying to, kind of prepare. Maybe this is going to be my retirement. Maybe this is what I want to do. Back to that land, back to raising, back, being self-sustaining, growing most of the meat that I consume, if not all of it, growing most of our vegetables, if not all of them, growing most anything that we're going to eat, we're going to grow here on this farm. That is the goal. That's what we're looking for. And I think this year, 2020, has probably pushed me more into it, where I really want to do it more than ever. Just due to everything that's been going on this year, with COVID-19, with a lot of the civil unrest that's going on, just to get back and stay on a farm, live this farm life, and grow your food, provide for your neighbors. I'm not trying to be selfish. There's people here, all of the people around. We will provide, neighbors helping neighbors. I think, and that's where I'm going to kind of end this, is with this Father's Day weekend, is we have so lost touch with being human beings, I feel. Nobody wants to help anybody anymore. Nobody wants to listen to anybody anymore. We have become so self-absorbed in our own lives that we sometimes forget about other people. And I don't want this to be kind of a rant, but I do want to say that for me, my father, my grandfather, they taught me, that was one of the things that they taught me as far as living on that farm life. My father and my grandfather both, being that this is Father's Day, taught me to go out and, whatever we do, we help other people. You always help your neighbor. I've got cows on this farm right here. They're not mine. I'm helping my neighbor out. I'm kind of doing a good thing. We're not really, yes, I'm getting something in return, but I got a neighbor across the street there. He's got cows also. And, you know, when I'm here, if I see something going on with his cows, if I see something going on with his farm and he's not around, say one of his cows is out, then I'm going to go tend to those cows just if they were mine. I'm not going to just, well, they're his problem and I'm not going to deal with it. That's what my father taught me. That's what my grandfather taught me, is when we were growing up on that farm, is you helped everybody around you. And in return, a lot of times you got help when you needed it too, but that wasn't the reason you've done it. You've done it because our ultimate Father, our Father in heaven, that's what he wanted us to do. And that's why we've done it. So, sorry for the little bit of the rant that we've got going on here, but, you know, I just wanted to, kind of a Father's Day thing, you know, I want to salute my father, my grandfather. You know, we really didn't do one for Mother's Day, but our mothers as well. So we don't want to forget our mothers. You know, my mother has passed on. She's gone to be with our Heavenly Father. And she wasn't able to see some of this. And neither was my grandmother on my mother's side. Wasn't able to see it, but that's kind of where the name came from. The C and D Farms, that's where the name come from. That's the two family names combined. My grandfather on my mother's side was a Chatton, and for the ones that know me, my last name is Duffer. So Chatton and Duffer, that's where the C and D Farms came from. So again, I just wanted to thank y'all for viewing the videos. I may actually get over 100 subscribers, which is actually kind of surprising because I figured it would only be family watching this journey as we build this farm. So if I can get over 100, that'll be great. If you like this kind of content, I promise I'll have some more to come. It's slowly becoming a reality. Not quite as fast as I want it to be. Trust me, I'm being a little bit, you know, I'm not very patient now at this point. I was really patient for about a year, but now I'm starting to get really antsy. I want to have something. I want to break ground before, and actually, I hope to have this house dried in before Christmas. I was really hoping to be almost moved in by Christmas, but that didn't work out too well. The Lord's got his plan, and we just got to trust to follow it. So when he wants us up here, he'll open the doors for us to be here. So if you like his content, please hit the like button, subscribe. You know, doesn't cost anything to subscribe. It just lets you know, it puts it on your channel feed that there's videos there, and kind of puts it up there amongst the before the other ones. And if you know somebody who wants to share this, likes this content, then share the video. When I first started, I never would have said that. So it's kind of interesting that I've kind of grown a little bit. I hope to even get better. And as we go through this journey and looking at things on this farm, I'll be glad to be glad to show it to everybody, and be glad to push it out. But that being said, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there again. Remember, fathers in the home, fathers that are part of their child's life, make a difference. And if you want to see how that makes a difference, look at this world today compared to what it was. Fathers in the home, being a father, stepping up for that responsibility makes a difference. There's nothing out there that can convince me otherwise. Mothers are great. I grew up in a separated house, but my father was part of my life. So that makes the difference. Fathers, being in your homes, make a difference. So happy Father's Day to everybody. I hope you have a good weekend. Hope you have a great week. And until the next video, we'll see you then.